Hello, my name is Greg and welcome to my channel. This is the second video of the whole set where I show you how to turn outdated newspapers into a basket or another decorations. In this video I show you how to paint tubes and how to impregnate it and prepare them for later waving. What do you need for this? You need some special mixture. So you need, first of all, you need a container where you will keep it, and the glass things are really good. And be ready to sacrifice it. So if you want to use it later in kitchen, it's not a good idea because you will use some kind of chemicals, varnish, and it will be hard to use for something different than painting later. All these mixtures have three most important things. First, it's the water. Second is a varnish, and the third is a color. The water, this is quite obvious. Varnish, what is important? There's plenty of kinds of it, but very important thing that varnished must be to impregnate wood. Technically paper is made from wood, so yeah, this is how it works. And it must be water based. This is very important. It will make tubes harder and easier, more flexible to waving later. And the last thing, color. Personally, I use the fabric dye, but you can use technically almost everything that gives you a color. I heard about people who use the strong tea, coffee. I heard about people who boil leaves from trees or nuts or plenty of things, everything that gives you a color. You can use even many paints, but be careful with it because they have a different thing, has a different impact on the tubes and on the structure later, so you need to experiment with it. However, the fabric dyes are really good. So first at all, we need prepare varnish first. So to make it easier, we put some water into the glass. Here we have a varnish. It's white, but later it will be transparent, so don't be afraid of it. What is important to mix it very well, because later you will have some parts of not mixed varnish and it will have impact on tubes. And you shouldn't use too much of it, just a little, maximum 5 and absolutely up to 10% of the whole jar or container of this. So for this amount, as you see, I will use just 1 spoon, no more. Okay, let's put it. Okay, and we will mix it. Why we put it to water, not water into varnish? Because if you put varnish first, it can stick to the corners, to the sides of the jar, and it's harder, much harder to mix it later. To be honest, you can use even less than this amount, but everybody has a different recipe and it's up to you how you want to prepare it. Okay, so next would be good to know if we mix it well, but I don't see any pieces of it, so should be fine. I hope so. Okay, now we can put more water. And here, this fabric dye, it's in some kind of sand or dust, but plenty of them are in liquid, so this who are in liquid are much easier. It should be light green color, so we'll see. We don't need to use too much. And now we need to mix it. This is very important to mix it well. And I can even feel, and you can even hear, that there is some pieces of it that they are not mixed well. So we need to do it in the best possible way. All these three things, a water, a color and varnish, should be well mixed. This is very important. If you want to keep one color on the whole long of tube, we need to do it well, in the best possible way. It's better now. Still feel something, but it's better. Let's go in. I can feel it in few places, but to be honest, it's acceptable. Small advice: if you want to do it, use some kind of workshop table or prepare your table, because sooner or later it will look like this one, with full of layer of varnish, paint and everything. And use gloves, seriously, some people have allergies. About the varnish, there's plenty of them. As I said, it should be a wood varnish, must be water based. I repeat, this is a very important, so we can mix it with water. And the best are if they are possible to use indoors, so you will not feel a smell, you will not have headache or something after that. The best quality varnish is this kind that you use to paint floor on yachts, on boats. Oh, I hear. Do you listen? Yeah, just in a few places left, but it's almost perfectly mixed. Gives a nice dark green color. Sometimes it's different than you can see on description, but hey, we do some experiments here. Alright, so now we have something like this. I don't know if you see it properly. Yeah, dark green. And how to paint it? I have something like this. It's a tray that is from planting pot. What is important, that it has edges like here, so if you put some paint in it, it will not paint you all and the whole table, but it will stay there. And how to do that? It's very simple. We put a small amount of paint, you see, here on it. This is the reason why I said to use a special table just for this purpose, or prepare it before you paint it. You don't want to struggle cleaning varnish and paint from your kitchen table or something like that. Okay, and here I have some tubes. These tubes are from category not perfect. What do I mean not perfect? In previous video I showed you how to make white tubes, but sometimes it's very hard to do it because you can catch some lines, like here for example. I don't know if you see it. Yeah, now it's better. Some lines, so ends like here, so they are not absolutely white, and I use some of them for on this project. I put it here, move around. I think this one, yes, this one was used before, probably from something different. You see, I painted before, and this is what varnish do. So later, if you impregnate it properly, it will be even harder to paint it again. Even if you, I don't know, drop some coffee on your basket or tray that you made from tubes. So I put it away, and we have these tubes here. They are not perfect painted. We need to be careful to do not destroy it at the ends. We want to keep the ends like this. We don't want to smash it, because later we'll put one into another, so this is important to keep it as it is. Alright. You see, they shouldn't stick one to another. And this is important, what kind of color you use. If you use some paint, this is a big chance that they will stick together. So this is important to not use very strong chemical paints. Acryls, for example. You can use acryls, but at the end to do some decorations, but not during the painting, because it will stick one to another. Okay, so now I take it to dry, and we'll see the result. And if we are happy with result, I will use these tubes and I show you how to wave. Alright, so see you, and let's see in the moment when I will continue painting or waving. And welcome back. I painted more tubes because this amount that was before is not enough for a project. And this is the result after dried. And yeah, it changed color, but I'm not happy because it didn't catch some darker ones like this one or this one, and the color is too light for me. So I will try to do it again, and we will see how it looks after painting it again. We put paint on the whole surface. This time tubes do not take so much water like before. They took it less because they are impregnated a little by varnish that is in paint and on their surface as well. I think that this darker will not change the color, but I will keep it. It will be a nice difference in project. Okay, I'll put it to dry. And let's go with another part of tubes. I still have some paint here, so I can still use it. Don't need to add extra paint. We don't want to put it to the place where it's too much water. It will be soaking wet. Okay, yeah, there's something like this. And you see, they are not stick to one to another, which is very good. It's very easier when you try to make it dry, because I struggled with that plenty of times in my past. Even if I put separate each tube on different place, they even stick to the surface. When I took it out, it teared the it left the marks, so it's better to make it this way. Here we don't have enough paint, so let's put some extra. And the last part. This amount should be enough for one small basket. It escaped from the view. Of course, you can do it more times. You can put more color into it. You can paint it even 3-4 times to be sure that it's absolutely in one designed color. And you can use these tubes that are white to have a color just on the whole surface, the same color. But after a few projects, I saw that if there's some marks that it's made from newspapers, it's kind of extra taste, design, and people like it. So it does need to be perfect. It must look nice. It should look nice. Okay, the extra paint that we have here we can put to the container and clean it later. And how I dry it, I cannot show you now because my mobile is attached to this place and I cannot move it at this moment, but I use cloth dryer for laundry. And yes, it's sacrificed just for it because sometimes it leaves color on it and it's risky to put clothes on it later, but yeah, it's one of the options. But you can use some kinds of tray like this and put tubes one on another on it. It's up to you. Some people even use hair dryer just to make it faster. There's plenty of ways. You don't need to copycat that. You can do as you want. The result is the more important. Alright, so now I'm finishing this part and we'll see you again when the tubes will dry. So here we are back. Our tubes are dry now. And about the color, yes, I'm satisfied with it. It's now ready to weave. Some of them didn't catch color perfectly, like this darker one, but I think it will be a nice difference in the whole shape and design. As you see from the sound, they are much harder, and what is important, from the back side here, they are not bent, they still have some, these sides are open, you see, so we can put one into another without any problems. And that's it about the painting and impregnating. In next video we will start weaving, and we will try to turn it into a small basket. Thank you for watching and see you next time.